Hi everybody, I'm Mika Moati. In this video, I would like to talk about the concept of curriculum. So, what is curriculum? Actually, there are many definitions given by experts about curriculum. Let's see the first one. According to Holloway 2005, curriculum is derived from the Latin word career, which is associated with the idea of running a race course. So, running an open course with a direction or goal in mind maintains more interest than the boredom of running around the track. Another definition given by Noonan 1988, curriculum is a very general concept which involves consideration of the whole complex of philosophical, social, and administrative factors which contribute to the planning of an educational program. On the other hand, Morse and Wills view curriculum as all the experiences in the classroom which are planned and enacted by the teacher and also learned by the students. Let's see another definition by Yates 2000. Curriculum is a vessel that helps learners gain knowledge, develop skills, and broaden understanding and has outcomes that may be measured. So after we got the definition from the expert before, we can conclude that the curriculum is the set of courses, coursework, and content offered at school or university. A curriculum is a focus of study consisting of various courses all designed to reach a particular proficiency or qualification. And then we can say a curriculum may also refer to defined and prescribed course of studies, which students must fulfill in order to pass a certain level of education. So that's the conclusion about curriculum. Now let's see the correlation between curriculum and teaching activities. It is closely related, right? Teaching activities refers to what language teacher and their student actually do. So it is related to the teaching language activities. Here, Brown 1995 divided the four categories of language teaching activities. Number one is way of defining what the student need to learn. This is what we call by approach. And then ways of organizing the course and material. We can see this is syllabus. And then ways of presenting the material and teaching. This is what we call by techniques. And the last one is ways of practicing what has been presented or exercises. Let's discuss one by one. The first is approaches. Over the years, language teachers have drawn on many disciplines, formulating their views of what student needs. Let's see here, there are classical approach, grammar translation approach, audiolingual approach, direct approach, and communicative approach. As we said before, approach is ways of defining what and how the student need to learn. Let's first consider the view by teacher in the classical approach. Here, the teacher felt what the student needed in education as whole was to read the classic. And then for the grammar translation method, students need to learn with economy of time and effort. In audiolingual approach, students need operant conditioning and behavioral modification to learn language. And in direct approach, students need to learn communication, so they should use only second language in class. And then the last one, communicative approach. This is familiar now. In this era, a student must be able to express their intention, that is, they must learn the meaning that are important to them. So the communicative approach focuses on the need for students to express meaning that are important for their lives. Now let's see the types of syllables. There are 7 kinds of syllables. The first one is structural syllables. Second one is functional syllables, situational syllables, topical syllables, skill-based syllables, task-based syllables, and content-based syllables. Let's see the structural syllabus. This type of syllabus contains a collection of the forms and structures, usually grammatical, of the language. It covers nouns, verbs, adjectives, statements, questions, complex sentences, subordinate clauses, past tense, and other aspects of language form, such as pronunciation or morphology. The second one is functional syllabus. This type of syllabus contains a collection of the functions that are performed when language is used. It includes informing, agreeing, apologizing, requesting, promising, and so on. This is also called as notional syllabus. Example of notion include size, age, color, comparison, and times. The third one is situational syllabus. A situational syllabus contains a collection of real or imaginary situations in which language occurs or is used. It is usually involves several participants who are engaged in some activities in a specific setting. The primary purpose is to teach the language that occurs in the situation. For example, seeing the dentist, buying a book at a bookstore, meeting a new student, asking direction in a new town, and etc. Next, a topical syllabus. The syllabus based on the topic like health, food, clothing. Okay, now we come to the skill-based syllabus. A skill-based syllabus contains a collection of specific abilities that may play a part in using language. Skill are things that people must be able to do. Skill are things that people must be able to do to be competent in language, relatively independently of the situation or setting in which the language use can occur. And then task-based syllabus. This type of syllabus is similar with content-based syllabus. Both of the syllabus do not organize the teaching with the linguistic features of the language being learned. It contains a series of complex and purposeful tasks that the student want or need to perform with the language they are learning. And a content-based syllabus, the primary purpose is to teach some extent content or information using the language that the students are learning. So the content-based language teaching is concerned with information, while the task-based language teaching is concerned with the communicative and cognitive process. Okay, now we come to the techniques. Techniques are ways of presenting the language to the students. So technique form a category of teaching activities that seems relatively independent from approach and syllabus. Here we can see the example of techniques like a discussion and lecturing. Now let's see, the last one is exercise. The different ways of practicing language are even more numerous than diverse than the ways of presenting it, right? So exercise is a way of practicing what has been taught. Here we can see some exercise that we can do in the classroom, like fill in, multiple choice, restatement, proofreading, matching, response drill, translations, true false, speed writing, matching, expansion, and there are so many other exercises. Okay, that's all about the concept of curriculum, and then the 4 types of teaching activities. That's the references that you can use to advance the material. And then thank you.